So, Deb, there's a lot of misconceptions about what we do here at Lifeplus. I was wondering if you could just explain the business model to me.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm just going to explain a normal distribution system. So normally the customer pays 100% and the manufacturer only gets 20 or 30, let's say 40% to be generous. The manufacturer used to supply to the wholesaler, who would then supply to the retailer, and the retailer has all these normal fixed overheads like electricity, rent, and also employees' wages. And then the retailer sells to the customer. Then there came another model called direct seller or distributor model, and this is when the manufacturer sells to the direct distributor, who obviously has to use his own capital to buy that stock and keep that stock, store it. He then has to find his customer in his local area. He needs to be an expert in the product. He needs to take orders and money off that customer and then get the product to the customer at the end. What we do in Lifeplus is totally different. Simply, we put the customer directly in touch with the manufacturer. And when the customer goes to put an order in, the company simply says, "Who told you about us?" Okay, and so that 60% that was lost in the inefficient distribution chain now gets channeled down through, distributed to the customers who recommend and really believe in the products. This has a lot of great advantages. Now we can, instead of being restricted to our localised area, now we actually supply 64 countries in the world. So for example, Amanda, who was in Mallorca, my best mate, told me in Yallingup, Western Australia, who told my sister in Tasmania, Greer, who then told her host family in France, who then told their friends in Germany. And that's just the way that we share something that really works with us. Just like a good movie or good coffee shop, we share what we believe in and what we really rate. So Lifeplus pioneered this model. It's called, in 1992, and it's called pure referral marketing. And it's really quite ingenious. Number one, we don't have anything to do with product at all, so we don't have to hold products. We don't need to be the experts, the company are. We don't need to get the product to our customer. We don't need to do anything with finance or money exchanging hands. So we don't need to take money off our friends, and we don't need to keep track of all that. That's what Lifeplus do for us. And you know, Lifeplus were really, really smart to come up with this model, because they knew that there's no way you're going to look your mate or your loved one in the eye and tell them about something that isn't really, great. And they knew this product was good enough to move that way. And the other great thing that's quite different to other MOMs is that number one, we're just all a customer network, but we all pay the same price. So we don't need to inflate the price of that product to our friends to make money. We all pay the same price, and we can either just be customers, and that's totally fine, or we can have our product subsidised by sharing it with friends and loved ones, or we can even get it free or earn an income. It's up to us, and there's zero commitment that way, and that's there's just so many great things about Lifeplus in that regards, and that's why it's quite unique.